June 13th, 2023, and you can see this card. I should have just turned this camera on right away when I decided I was going to do a reading. I'm in my lunch break, and I decided I was going to do a reading. I'm feeling pretty blue. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling, I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling lonely. And I wanted to ask my cards a few questions in regards to things, and activated, called upon my guides, and the first card that popped up was communication. The card that popped up earlier in another reading, and I shook these babies well. I shuffled them very well, but this one popped out, and so I said, okay, who am I? It's communication. I said, I've been communicating. I said, but who am I supposed to be communicating with? Tell me who that person is. And I shuffled and I shuffled and I shuffled, and a few times I'm like, and I kept shuffling, and then this one card popped out, and so I turned it over. In this deck, this card represents my twin flame. You're gonna look more like him. My twin flame is this guy, Leo, long hair. But see, he doesn't have the wisdom, and we are one soul, though. Maybe the wisdom is me. I tried to acquire wisdom when it comes to situations. When it comes to my twin flame, he frustrates me. He's on a frequency, and other people understand it. C understands it. Other gifted people understand it. You know, they can see us, and they can see where we are, and they're not in this energy, so they can see it from a spiritual perspective, and they can understand, you know, why I'm reacting to the way that he is this way. But my twin flame agitates me. My twin flame irritates me, and that in itself should tell me that I still have a lot of lessons to learn from that relationship, because it doesn't bring me peace. He irritates me, and I just called it quits. I don't want to have anything to do with him, and I mean it. But apparently communication between the two of us should happen. I pretty much told him everything that I needed to say on my end, and then I blocked him. He told me what he felt, what he thought. He's not really opening up to me. He's not really being receptive. He's actually kind of condescending and not really tapping into the feelings. Now, if him and I were in person and we saw each other and we connected to each other in that, I think it would stir up a lot of emotions. I think we would finally, probably, more than likely, break down, cry, and connect with each other on a soul level, and then be able to communicate like two people, one-on-one. Because typing everything, you can be as brutal as you want, you can be as detached as you want, and things don't get said like they need to be said, you know, like you would deliver it in person. So I think at this point, Miguelito and I are hopelessly done, and his twin flames, you know, he's not even acknowledging that now. He thinks it's ridiculous, and he's scoffing at me for it, and that's really insulting, considering the enormous, exuberant amount of evidence that we've had from the very beginning, coming to us continuously. So I'm not about to spit in Divinity's face and say, oh yeah, I shunned that. We're not, because I deem it so. No, see the energy, how it gets me. I'm not. I know what we are. I know what other people see. I know when I tap into that energy, how strong it is. I know who I am in all of that, and the role that I play. So I don't need his consent or authority or blessing to tell me what I am in this life, to, you know, what my spirit is, my soul is. So this communication here, this only way it would happen is if we were in person, and I don't think that's ever gonna happen. So we're just gonna let it be. Sorry, Divinity, but I don't know why it is that you decide that we should twin flame and I need to communicate. But let me tell you, I am not going to communicate. I am not going to reach out to that man. Maybe this is my ego speaking, but I don't want to come off as like wishy-washy. I'm not going to communicate with that man. If he wants to reach out to me, then he can put in the effort. But otherwise, it's over. I have no intention of communicating like Divine Source wants us to with him. Sorry, Source. I've tried all these years. I've tried, and it hasn't worked out for me very well. So let's pull out this card right here. Movement, choices, and decisions. And I guess that's what I'm saying right now. This is a decision that's going to impact this. I don't know what would happen if... Maybe I should not point it at me and point it at the cards. How about we do that? Is that better? I don't know what would happen if him and I communicated what the outcome of that in person, though. What the outcome of that would be. Maybe it would lead us into better understanding, a better friendship, heaven forbid, a romantic relationship between the two, because this man has a lot of work to do on himself. And not only that, we see the world very differently. He has a moral compass that is not my own. I have a moral compass that is not his. We cannot date. Besides, everybody in his family, he has a lot of people that, family and not family, that are toxic, and I don't want to surround myself with that. So I am okay on this, not communicating. Maybe we can communicate on the ether, maybe like we have in the past, where I feel him, he feels me, or, well, I know I feel him. But this moment right now is the choices and decisions that I'm making. It does not involve my twin flame, which would be what? This one does not involve communication with my twin flame. I am more so... The sacral energy. Yes, please. I am more so focused on maybe creating a career, something different for me, an opportunity, a venue to make some real moolah, to get an education of some sort, or something like a new trait. And I'm very focused on finding my divine partner. And don't tell me it's him. I don't even know what to tell you. I'm so bummed out that my twin flame and I cannot develop an adult, respecting, appreciative relationship. Mutual though. Because I guarantee you I can. I guarantee you. But he is so out of line. He is so out of line with the way he speaks to me. He is all out of line with the energy the shady energy he throws at me. And then he goes and tries to manipulate the situation and say, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand. No, yes, you do. Everything you do is with intent. Don't even act dumb, because I know you. I think he realized how much I still know him. And the things that I said to him, the messages that I sent to him, came to me. Like, it reactivated a lot of my memories that I didn't have anymore. And so, him and I have way too much history. And unfortunately, he is a very heavy energy. Not someone who is mentally stable enough or capable to have an appropriate relationship with. I'm pretty sure he's undiagnosed with something pretty intense, and I've just been at the brunt of it, and there's no reason for that, but it's just is what it is. And I'm going to move away from his borderline personality disorder or bipolarism or whatever it is that is affecting him. And I don't need to communicate with that man. Again, he can reach out to me if he needs to communicate something. But I've done it more than enough over the years when I definitely should not have. And it's always blown up in my face. So unless it's something fun blowing up in my face, I don't need his bullshit blowing up in my face. I'm just saying it how it is. Okay, moving on. Movement, choices, and decisions. So, can you tell me about my love life? I am a lover. I am a loving person. I'm feeling quite lonely right now. I'm feeling susceptible today. Cards, angels, archangels, my spiritual posse, my higher self. Can we please connect? and stop lecturing me about my twin flame and what I should be doing. I tried. You saw that I tried. Why don't you guys tell him? Give him some clear slaps in the face sign that he needs to be, you know, on his spiritual path. Whatever. I tried on my end. Let's just move on from that energy. Clear that energy out. And in these movements, choices, and decisions that I'm making for my own life right now, with self-care and actualization and self-love, and on this journey of confidence and journey of movement and journey of activity and journey of love and divinity, of journey of life, can you tell me what my love life looks like right now? I'm really missing firm foundation. Hey. And then this one too, because it just went. Okay, I saw you, card. I saw you. Okay, so firm foundation. I've never gotten this one before. It's the mountains. It's the that's a firm foundation, and I'm building upon this pyramid of what I'm starting. You know, with the self-love, self-care, the grounding. This is what I'm working on. This is the self-care, the self-love, the determination, the new skills, the just the thirst and the want. I've been hungry for knowledge. I've been hungry to transform myself. And lately I've been really tired because I've kind of overdid it a little bit, and so I'm back on the bandwagon. Yesterday I didn't take a day off. I had so much to do. So just been going nonstop, and gotta make sure that I'm balancing all my chakras, that my needs are being met. I am building upon self. I am building upon self a new person, a new character, a new self, with that loves herself, takes care of herself, you know, and is vibrating at a higher frequency. I'm building this pyramid. I'm climbing this mountain of self to actualize, to be this, like I keep saying, Empress energy at the top. So this is very relevant to me. Now let's see what this card is in terms of, like I said, love. Let's see how this plays, because it always likes to talk about, recently especially, it always likes to talk about my self journey, my that is kind of loud, and how I should keep going, and I should keep doing this, and I should keep doing that, and work on self. This is the period of working on self, and that energy is very present in my cards. I want to know about love a little bit. Tell me about love. What is this? Ooh, disruption. Oh, shiznig. Okay. I was not expecting a card like this. I've never gotten this card before. So let's take a look at it. Disruption. Oh, it's a black. It's a heavy one. So right off the bat, I am seeing somebody who's kind of in a white jacket with shackles. Blonde guy. He's like in a very dark space. Oh, is this my Jarvie? Look at the boots he has on really remind me of like a knight. But he's got like, this makes me sad. But you know what I see here? Despite this dark cloud, this place of darkness that he's been in, that he's been going through. I'm not sure if he's still going through it, but I mean, it's popping up today like this. Despite this, he's got the determination. This is starting to, it's cracked. It's in sections. It's shaking. I feel like it's movement. Like he's fighting this. So he's got determination to make his life, himself, better. But let me tell you something that I see in this card, okay? Despite all this darkness that he's been in, this shadow of this consumingness that he put himself in despite the thoughts and the actions that took him away from me. Back here, there's divine love. And that divine love is coming through despite all of this. Our love was real. Our love was two of cups. Our love was soulmate love. And every day that we were together that he didn't have an episode, we felt blessed. And we were like two kids in a candy store, just hyped up on each other. So there's love coming through here. There's blue in the background, which means communication. What I'm trying to figure out right now is if this communication is from the past, if this love that's shining through is my love for him. He's in a very determined space to get himself out of this negativity that he's in. He's in very much self-preservation. 16. But he's been in a very dark space. Everything that he's done in this dark space is not him, is not a healthy version of him. So everything that he's done in this dark space is stuff that you can consider him doing during an episode, a mental breakdown episode, a depressive episode. So nothing that is in this dark space that he created while in this dark space is anything that's going to last, is anything that's healthy or helpful for him, for his growth, for his ascension. So as he's fighting, struggling to get himself out of this darkness, all of that is going to start falling by the wayside. All of that he built during this darkness isn't going to be sustainable once he's out of it. And I think at that point, this cloud of darkness will dissipate and he's going to see the truth for what it was. Our relationship was real love. He was in a place where he thrived. He was in a place where he was extremely happy. He was in a place where it was really good for him because it provided him growth as a human. It provided him growth as a man. It challenged him in ways that would amplify who he is. Not take away, but amplify. And he was really loved. And he loved too. As much as he was capable of with this untreated diagnosis. There's potential for this cloud to dissipate as he struggles through it, to reveal the love and the communication. So maybe the communication will be, in the future. I am open. I'm not susceptible. I am open to communicating with Jarvie because Jarvie is somebody that I love tenderly, and I loved him so much. And I feel very sad that he has to struggle with something like this as a soulmate. It hurts me. So I am open to communicating with him and see where he's at. This doesn't tell me about my love life, however, does it? It just tells me where a lover, a soulmate is. And if this is my love life, if this is the patience that other cards have asked me to have, well, I don't even know what to say. Oh, look what just pulled out for me. Oh, 2 of them. Let's do it. Oh my. Crown chakra and third eye chakra. Wow, I've actually never gotten these two either. The crown chakra and the third eye chakra. Wow, these chakras are really coming through for me. As I balance them, as I continue on body, mind, soul, spirit, and balancing all of this and working on all of them, I'm activating all of them, as you can see, because I've gotten also sacral, and I've gotten solar plexus, and of course I've gotten chakra and the heart chakra in other readings. So I've gotten all of the chakras. They're just all very activated. You know what? The only one that I haven't gotten is the root chakra, although it keeps appearing in the cards itself, like firm foundation or the movement, choices, and decisions. But I'm obviously activating all the chakras here. What does this tell me? This tells me to use my intuition, to listen to my intuition. My intuition is really talking to me about the men in my life, that have been significant to me. And I don't want to come at this with ego, but I also don't want to come at this wishy-washy. I also don't want to make choices that I have to revoke later. And I also want to communicate with those men that are receptive only. I don't want to force myself. I don't want to put myself out there and have someone shun me out. I don't want to have that. I don't want that rejection. I've dealt with that enough. I only want to communicate. Hear me out, universe. I only want to communicate with the divine men in my life whom want to communicate with me in an appropriate fashion, whom want to come to me, initiate conversation from a heart space, from a throat communication space, from a grown space, not an accusatory space, not a negative space, not a low vibrational space who just want to, reach me for sexual things. I want to communicate with significant, significant men in my life, the men that I deem connections with. I want to communicate with them appropriately. So if they approach me appropriately, if they approach me with love and respect, and they approach me with the openness to communicate their feelings, I am more than willing. And I think they all know. I think they know. These two guys here know that if they approach me that way, based on who I am, I will be receptive to communicating with them. I will come from a heart space and listen. So that's where I leave that. I'm giving all men in the world some space, okay? They have to come to me and be in that way. And that's fair enough. So just, I'm going to work more on my intuition, work more on I haven't started meditating, and I keep wanting to make a list of things that I want to continue to do that I'm already doing, or that I've thought about doing, and I'm like, oh, I gotta put the list together so I don't forget these things, because I'm ADHD, baby. I will forget things. Out of sight, out of mind sometimes. I'm not to an extent where it's like completely out of sight, out of mind. I do eventually remember, but I need help. I need to write things down. So, again, let's go shuffle these cards. It's almost time for me to go back to work. I am not getting anything related to this. Do you see how this card's been sticking out this whole time I'm shuffling? I'm curious about it. I'm not getting anything related to relationship. I just think my well is dry when it comes to relationships right now, and I don't like the sound of that. Authority, fuck you. As much as I tried with this card in my last reading to see it as a positive, and I was like, oh, this guy's gonna have he's committed in his decisions, and he's confident king, and sure, I'm sure he is, based on the way that even he's like dressed. He's a man of authority, he's a man of presence, he's a man of he's king-like, he's alpha male. I don't like his energy. Let me see. I don't like his energy. He's just too tough for me, too rough for me. I like a bit of balance between strength and spirituality. I love my man to have a dualistic nature, and I don't mean bipolar. Do not mean bipolar when I say that. I mean feminine, masculine energy. I love that about the man that I'm with. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry. But authority. Why are you popping out in my readings? How should I take you? This is like a divine authority that it's like I'm not supposed to know. It's like blocking me from knowing what my relationship is. Like I'm at this point I'm not supposed to know. I've been feeling that a lot, and I'm a stubborn Leo. I want to know. Like, why not? It is my life. I want to. This is what I'm psychic for. This is why I am a sensitive, so I can know things. I'm not asking for lottery numbers here. I know that kind of stuff isn't of high vibration, but love sure is, and it would be nice to get an idea of what my love life can be, where it's heading, so I can at least have some hope, universe, okay? Because I'm feeling kind of blue today. Can you throw me a bone and let me know, like, hey, you are gonna meet a really nice guy. I don't know, you know, maybe in a year or something. Discontent and boredom. Ha ha ha. Okay, cards. You're listening. You're obviously listening. Yes, I'm feeling a little blue today. Oh, what just fell? What just fell? What was that? Is that my bracelet? I'm wearing an emerald bracelet, like actual emerald, so I need to be careful not to... Oh, this is the little cheap earrings that I'm wearing. Emerald bracelet, but cheap earrings. How did that fall down on that side when it's on my... Wait a minute. Oh no, this is a button. This is a button for my cute sweater. How dare you? Oh, little flower button. All right, forget it. Let's go back to this. So there is a green, a lot of green in this. There's the heart chakra space, discontent and boredom. It's not that I'm bored. I have a lot going on. Wait, are you telling me this isn't me, huh? This isn't me. Okay. This is someone who's lonely too. And the castle's over there. But they're over here. Alone. Possibly just looking at the window wishing things were different. I'm an empress. I live here. See this right here? This represents the communication that is required. All this green, this is why this green comes with this. Makes sense. All this green is the love that is required to get over there. Come at me with love and open communication, or you're going to stay where you are. And look, I just noticed the chakras right here. This empress that lives here in this castle right here, see it? Is working so hard on all aspects of self. She's shining those chakra wheels. Shining those chakra wheels. Because they're all popping up for her in every single reading. She's balancing them all out. They're shining. She's a shiny new woman. That one. And I mean, he's in darkness. But my light, listen, my light is shining in his direction. My chakras are shining, are pointing at him. Why? Because I love this guy. And he is in, see this? You see this? These two colors. I'm tapping into him. I think what it's really telling me, the cards know who I love. The cards know who I miss. The cards are telling me what kind of condition this man is in. He's obviously not in a place where he can match my level. Where he can match be at my level. But they're telling me, okay, this is the man that you love. Look where he's at. Do you really think that the two of you could make something happen that is positive and uplifting, like you already tried to do, when he can crumble so easily, when he's in a place of weakness, when he's in a place of darkness? There is a lot of love between us. There's a lot of love here that I'm cultivating for myself and to the partner that I had. There is a lot of love here. I know he loves me too. I know he's regretting things. But he has to get himself out of this darkness, out of this emptiness, with this determination that he has, so he can let that love through. So he can really feel it and have the determination to come at me with love and communication. Love and communication. But he's got to get himself out of here first. If he can get himself in the proper channel, with the proper channels that he needs, and he can become a level-headed person, that he can become more of a stability in his own life, then we might stand a chance. But while I'm elevating and he is in these places, there's no chance for us to be the soulmates that we are. Yeah, this card is definitely not me. So when I ask about my love life, my cards know that my heart belongs here. And so I have to end my session because right now I don't have a love life, and as long as my heart belongs here, I am not going to have a love life because I am blocking all the other energies. That's me. I'm just blocking love to flow into me, amorous love, because I still love my ex-fiance. And he's in a place where he can't love me back. The potential's there. Love and communication. So, that's my reading. Can't say that I'm, too excited about it, but it's the truth. These are the truths. And there's good stuff in here, and there's real stuff in here. And no, I'm not going to communicate with my twin flame. He can do it if he wants to. If not, then we are fine the way we are. End of story. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you, Divinity. Thank you, gods. Thank you, angels and archangels. Thank you, my spiritual posse. Thank you, my higher self. Thank you to this wonderful, beautiful deck that always speaks to me volumes. I gotta go to work now. Mwah.